Hello, computer information systems. This is going to be the long-awaited kind of last Excel video. We're just going to kind of go over a couple of odds and ends to wrap up our understanding here. We are going to continue on from Excel assignment 18, which you guys were working in and turned in last assignment. Let's go ahead before we get any further. We're going to go ahead and we're going to save this under a new name. We'll call this 19. All right. We don't have a starter file, so I'm just going to take that working off of there. Just call it Excel assignment 19 dot your initials. I'm putting example there, and we're going to go ahead and save that. All right, so one thing that I wanted to show you is, when we go into our view, we have the option to change the way that our work is displayed, okay? Once we've completed working on a worksheet or a workbook, it can be nice for presenting to others to remove those headings and grid lines. We do have to do that for each sheet. And we have to be cautious of how that then plays out and how it actually looks, you know, making sure that the numbers are still viewable and looking nice, okay, for our viewer. Now, even though I've taken away all that information, I can, you know, put in information still. I can still modify this sheet. Okay, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this to March, take away the headings and the grid lines. You notice that when I get rid of those headings, I can't resize anything, so that goes away. Okay, we're going to go back to our summary sheet here, and we're going to again get rid of those headings and those grid lines. Okay, when we've got our different sheet tabs, January, February, March, okay, we can easily kind of drag and drop these into a new order. I want you to put summary as the first tab beyond our first three, so we're going to drag and drop that over. You've already seen that we can highlight different tabs to make them stand out. So as a summary sheet, we're going to give this kind of a nice kind of blue standout color here to make sure that the summary stands out. All right, here in Excel on Office 365, we don't have an option to insert like a header or footer like we do in Word and in PowerPoint. So if you want to put essential information, you need to make sure that you create that, you know, as a kind of a title bar across the top. You just basically add it in as you would any other information. Right here, we're going to put in, so this is cell B8. If it's helpful, you can turn your headings and grid lines back on for a moment. But we're going to put in B8, we're going to put prepared by, and then you're going to put your name in C8. All right, let's go ahead and bold and italicize our prepared by here so that we've got, you know, some emphasis there. Okay, I also wanted you to see that we have an option in Excel, just like we do in PowerPoint or Word, to do some like editing tricks here. So yeah, let's turn these off again. Here in the review tab, I can put in a new comment. So clicking here on the 33,000 for the plus minus, we're going to go ahead and add a comment. And we're going to do a little attaboy here. So healthy first quarter growth. and when I want that, so it shows that it's me who put that comment there, and I click on this little post comment button to make sure that it keeps it there. Other viewers that go onto this file can go ahead and reply to that. They can also choose to delete the thread or mark it as resolved. So if I was trying to make some kind of modification or, tell somebody to check the numbers, they could click resolved so that it doesn't delete the comment, but it just says, I saw the comment and I took the action that you wanted me to take based on that comment. Okay. I'm going to show you, we have spell check available to us throughout Excel. Okay, so spelling is still something that you should be, especially on a professional level, making sure that you take care of. This workbook statistics can just give you a little bit of information about like how many formulas you're using, comments, tell you how much information you're kind of holding on there. So this is what we call metadata. It's giving you information about the file that's not actually like what the file is trying to tell you, but it tells you like these kinds of statistics about the file. Okay. We can also add things from the Insert tab, like pictures that we've downloaded or shapes. So go ahead, we're going to add a little kind of star symbol here, explosion. And we're going to type in it, I think we can type in it. Let me make this nice and big. I'm using the shift key to make sure that it stays proportional. And in here, I'm going to type, am I going to type? It won't let me type in there. All right, so I'm going to put this star shape. We're going to do this a different way. All right, the star shape, I'm going to give it kind of a nice kind of effect here with the subtle effect blue accent 5. We're then going to insert something a little different here. Do we have a text box? All right, I'm not sure why on earth we would want to add a shape without some kind of text to put into it, but it looks like we're limited in that way. So let me click outside of this real quick, see if we can find it. If not, I'm not going to take up any more time searching. All text is not going to do it. No. All right. So we can add little pictures to it, although it looks like, we can't put things behind text in here. No defined named ranges. Okay, boom. All right, what else can we do inside of here? All right. So the last couple of things, let's see. We're going to create some hyperlinks. So we're going to create, why is it showing that? Don't do that. All right, so in, let's say, cell B10, oh lordy. Why is it doing this? Okay. We're going to do B11. You can do it B10 as well. All right, so anyways, we're going to say link to months. All right, directly underneath link to months, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and put an underline on that. I don't like underline. This is a mess. All right. That's not what I'm doing. All right, this is as good a time as any for you guys to see a really sloppy video. I'm not going to recut it because I went over and did kind of lots of little things here, but I had to pause it, recalibrate, and figure out how I'm going to move forward. We're good to go, and you just enjoy watching me flounder a little bit. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's whatever. All right, so we're looking back at B10. And here I'm going to put in the text that I said earlier. We're going to put in link to months with a colon. I do want that to have like a line underneath it. So instead of using underline, I'm going to use this bottom border. Boom. I don't know why Mr. Cifaldi thinks that looks nicer. Not enough to like undo his underline, but we're going to go with it. All right, so here we're now in B11. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the insert tab. I'm going to click on hyperlink. What is the text that I want to display? I want to put in my first month, which is January. Now, in order to place in this document, I want them to click on it, and I want them to take it automatically to January. Okay, they don't make this easy. I mean, the best way would be able to click and for it to autofill, but it's not going to do that for us. So we have to rely on our memory of a previous assignment where we were adding across different sheets. There's kind of like a code way to write in the location that we want, and that is this. We're going to put in an apostrophe. We're going to type January. It's important that the spelling is correct. Apostrophe. Exclamation point, and which cell do we want to point them to? A1. All right, so this is January in between two apostrophes, an exclamation point, A1. When I click OK, I'm going to see a little hyperlink January. If I click on it, it'll boom, click me to another place in the workbook. All right, so this can be like a nice little navigational tool for your viewers to make it a little bit easier. I'm just going to kind of quickly go through and do that again for my other 2 months. Apostrophe February. Spelling is very important. A1. And March, hyperlink. I'm going to put in March to a place in this document, apostrophe March, apostrophe exclamation point, A1, okay. And so now we have our different links that will take us to the different months. Okay, nifty. All right, so a couple of things that we didn't work on, we didn't touch on forms. This takes us to an external program. It's actually really neat, and I might do a little side project talking about forms in the future. We didn't kind of define our different chart types, and I'd like to kind of give you guys some opportunity there, but we might do that in a different program. Okay. And last but not least, when you're all set with a program, with a workbook, if you don't want people to be able to modify that text, this reading view adds an extra layer of protection to your document. So when I click on this, it basically is going to make it so that people can't change anything on the text. It's simple enough to get around. You just click on Edit Workbook and it'll put you back into editing mode so you can make those changes. But this just stops people from accidentally changing information. Okay, so that wraps up my last Excel video. Nice and sloppy for you guys, kind of a little mishmash of different skills. But go ahead and turn this in as we have created it. Through these steps, and next week we'll do a final project. Okay, take care, have a good weekend.